Hi, welcome to Revive Ministries. All month long, where we kind of commemorating the 100th episode. All month long, every Sunday, I'm gonna bring a guest, and this guest is no stranger. She's been on the podcast several times. Her name is Morgan. Thank you again for coming on and sharing this moment. 100 episodes. That's just it could be really impressive or very consistent. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, I can't believe, I think I was the first person who started on the live stream platform with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never liked, I wasn't used to seeing myself. At first, I wasn't used to hearing myself. So yeah. After all that kind of you get over it. It's a wonderful thing. I love doing it. I just want to share those who are in listening, if you are in crisis, that the number for the U.S. is 1-800-273-8255, National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. I do encourage all that are listening to find the resources that are available in your neck of the woods, around the world. With that being said, I have a few questions. It's going to be lightning round, Morgan.
Okay,
First question is, why is gratitude in recovery so essential?
So gratitude was something that was really hard for me to find in early recovery, but gratitude is what carries me through. You know, if I can put myself in a place of gratitude, I'm no longer thinking in a selfish manner. I'm no longer thinking about just me. And gratitude just keeps me grounded and keeps me in that place of really loving recovery. I think that it's essential.
I think I've done some groups. I've never seen a group where there's much healing when all we talk about is what we don't have. It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. So the second question is, how important is our connections in recovery?
Well, I think that connection is everything, and it's for me, before recovery, I was very isolated. Even whenever I was with a bunch of people, like, I always felt alone. And for me, recovery is the exact opposite of isolation. So I need that connection. You know, that's what makes me feel alive and helps me find the gratitude in the situation.
Exactly. And you could be around a whole bunch of people and still feel lonely. It doesn't matter. It's not proximity. It's the real connection. Third question: what lessons did you learn in 2020? That is of my like a lot of us. I want to hold on to some lessons I've learned. I learned to balance my life, slow down. I can't help everyone, and that's okay. These kind of things really helped me through 2020. How about you?
Well, you kind of stole my answer there. I think the biggest thing for me is slowing down, and finding the gratitude in the moments, looking at what I do have rather than what I don't have. Another big lesson was that the world goes on without me. So I don't if I don't show up somewhere, everything is going to be okay. And I found that connecting to my breath and connecting to meditation and God became essential for this past year. And the isolation really pushed me into that, especially in the beginning of early 2020. So I'm grateful for that lesson.
As many who listen and know me, I use a lot of quotes. So the last question is not surprising that it's going to be a quote, but I want you to think about, when I read the quote, how it reads to you personally, and what lessons do you think you learned from this quote. And without further ado, it's from George Bernard Shaw. It says, "A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent in doing nothing." Wow.
Well, considering I've had a life full of mistakes, I don't really know the other way around, but what I do know is that when I'm fully living and I'm fully present, I'm going to make mistakes. And for me personally, I've had to learn, and we've said this over and over again every time that we've talked, but it's okay to not be okay. And I think that the biggest way that we learn is through our mistakes. Otherwise, I think life would be pretty boring and we'd never grow.
I also, like, when I read this quote, I think about when I'm in crisis, when I was like either getting Baker Act or put in inpatient, obviously, you're trying to maintain your recovery, but after that, you sort of have to living your life instead of living your life instead of maintaining it. There's a difference, and it's
Yeah.
different, looks different for everyone. And I feel like we kind of, the uncertainty kind of bogs us down, and we feel like we need to have answers. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just have to make mistakes and learn from them. And I like this because even though it's kind of rough around the edges, I think sometimes it's really helpful, especially in some points in your recovery, at least especially mine. So
yeah, I have this thing where I go into any situation and I do it to the best of my ability, even if I'm going to fail, because I know that I'll learn from it and therefore I will succeed.
Exactly. Thank you, Morgan. I know those 4 questions, boom, 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 but we got through them. All right, and now Revive Ministry has a question for all of you. It's a giveaway. We're having a giveaway because we are grateful for all you listening, everyone who supported me throughout the years. And I'm just grateful. So I want to ask Morgan to read this question for everyone watching. What I want to tell everyone that the questions need to be submitted on March 31st. This is going to be going on all month long. This episode will be the first Sunday. Every Sunday we'll have these these kind of little, record, remind, or write it down, and then on the 31st at 1 a.m. Eastern time, because I know people watch me in Asia or listen to me, then you submit them to this email right here. It's info@reviveministriesfl.com. After this episode, I have a little short video so it explains everything there. But here is the question that go ahead.
All right. So the question is, what was the date of the very first uploaded episode of Revive Ministries Podcast?
Yeah, take a moment. That's like memory lane. That's a long time ago. I need not just the month and the year. I need the date. So those watching notice that. And I'm going to throw a curveball for those watching. I have a bonus question that I'm going to say. It's this question. What was Morgan's first Revive Ministry Podcast episode title? Anyone listening shouldn't, I love this title. That's a little hint. It was pretty unique. But I don't want to say thank you, Morgan, for coming on and sharing this moment. 100 episodes. I hope to make more milestones moving forward. But you and all the guests, I never minimize just coming on. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
And I'm very grateful for you. This has been amazing. Thank you for letting me be a part of the journey.
No problem. And everyone listening, I just want to say, stay safe and thanks for listening. Hi, this is Revive Ministries. A little information on the giveaway. It at the end of this episode you just watched, there was a question, and by the end of the month you should have 4 questions. And on the 31st at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can submit your answers to info@reviveministriesfl.com. The first one with 4 correct answers will get a prize. And as we get closer to that time, we will give you more information on the prizes. But I just want to make note of the date. So if this is the beginning, the first Sunday of March, you cannot submit your answers until the very end of March 31st. But I'm excited. It's 100 episodes, and I couldn't do it without your support and all you who are listening. So thank you. And I plan on continuing on and crossing other milestones in the future. If you are listening and you want to reach out and know more about Revive Ministries, you can always go to the website if you haven't already. But like we say, stay safe, and thanks for listening.